Dímelo, Bo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What the is going on? Mira, I just wanted to touch base and point out what I wore over the weekend. Saturday night into Sunday morning, my overnight work scent was, let's see if we can get a clear shot of this, Col de Bahrain from Stefan Humbert Lucas. The notes in this are iris, lavender, nougat, musk. You know, it really comes off kind of makeup-y, kind of powdery with a musky sweetness to it. And that nougat is present, but it's something that's fairly new to me. Let's see if I can wipe this bottle a little bit and get a better picture of it for you guys. Col de Bahrain. It leans feminine, guys. It definitely leans feminine. Now, what really shocked me was how strong it was at the beginning, you know, and I didn't say I'd overspray according to my standards, but I definitely oversprayed by what I hear other people say. You know, oh, I did 3-4 sprays, 4 or 5 sprays, 1 or 2 sprays. I didn't. I did at least 3 or 4 to each arm and another 5-6 to the chest. And I gotta admit, this guy was stronger than I anticipated. You know, testing it on skin before and letting it waft and dry down on my forearm or on my wrist, sometimes on the back of my hand. It didn't seem like it was going to be as strong as it was that first 2-3 hours. The first 2-3 hours, I could even tell my wake, my scent trail was tremendous. I mean, even the first couple hours at work, but then by hour 2.5, 3, it really died down. It really simmered down to a pleasant, moderate to light scent trail. You know, I don't know about feet and projection and everything, but I can tell you that this was still on me. Closer to a skin scent after the 7-hour mark. Yes, closer to a skin scent, but still present. Stefan Humbert Lucas did his thing with this one. I really enjoy it. Again, you can't see the name there, but you can see it there. It's Col de Bahrain. And the only U.S. review that I've seen on it, and he had it in a list, I'm pretty sure was the Dry Down. I forget his name. I haven't watched his videos in a while, but I do enjoy his reviews on fragrances a lot. I saw that he just put a panty dropper video out not too long ago. Haven't watched it yet, but I will. But yeah, he spoke about Col de Bahrain briefly, probably a couple years ago, because this is not a new release, guys. Again, I really don't get a lot of new things unless it's from the wife. But yeah, Stefan Humbert Lucas did his thing with Col de Bahrain. And guys, I woke up, again, not a super loud fragrance. First 2 hours, of course, you're going to be basking in that scent bubble. But this is from Les Indomidables. This is Ambre Supreme. And I got into a quick discussion about the authenticity of the ambergris, because Ambre Supreme is not referring to amber. Even though there may be amber or an amber accord in here, I know that this is, the ambre is referring to the ambergris tincture in 10% of this formula. So everything I understood, you know, on the Les Indomidables website, they do say that it's a tincture of real ambergris, ethically sourced, which is legal in the UK, and I forgot what other country, but they mentioned a couple of countries when I Google searched it. But it is illegal even if ethically harvested in the US. So I think, and what we were talking about is that they did a tincture in a mix with other things of real ambergris, and then they made that 10%, I think, of the overall volume of Ombre Supreme. So 10% or 10% volume of a tinctured mixture of ambergris is what we find in Ombre Supreme. And I could be butchering this and be completely wrong about numbers and how I'm explaining it. I'm just going by what I understood so far. And guys, this is still a skin scent on me. It's still emanating. I can detect it off of me. I don't know if other people are smelling it right now. Really, what I'm getting is a lot of Divine from JPG. That's what my wife put on this morning before leaving the house. But this is so good. You know, I watched and I posted. I listened and watched because they didn't do a film to it. It was just a color barcode screen. But I think it was Rich Mitch, Olifact, and the gentleman who hosted the video or the episode, I forgot his name, but they're all from, I think, on the European side, and they were breaking down everything about what they feel and have learned about their experience with Les Indomidables. And this is one that I don't know if everybody loved on the panel. There was 3 gentlemen, but I think it's one of the best from the house that I've experienced, and I've only experienced 4 so far. I've got Oriental Velours, I've got Cure de Chine, I've got Haviva Nat. What is it? Havan Vanille. I always want to say the name Vanille Havan, or I always want to say it backwards, but I'm pretty sure it's Havan Vanille. I've got 100 ml of that. And then, of course, I've got Ombre Supreme, which I'm holding in hand. And this guy, I might be a little more cautious of my sprays with it because it's only a 50 ml, and one wearing, I went through quite a bit. Yeah, this guy is still on skin, and I didn't sissy spray again. You know, I sprayed 4 or 5 sprays to each arm. I started with only 7 sprays to the chest. But throughout the day, I did reapply to my forearms, and, you know, here we are, 12 plus hours later. It's still a very present skin scent. So neither of these are super loud. I believe them to be work safe. But again, you don't want to be in someone's presence when you have just sprayed this in the first hour and a half, 2 hours. You kind of want to let it die down, and you don't want to overspray. And then this is another one that, in that first, and that's something that they talked about. They didn't really like the bottles and the presentation. They felt like for what you're paying, we could be getting more. But I don't know. Is that in materials? But again, this is one that is quieter in the first 2 hours than Col de Bahrain, but still, I don't think you want to overspray this one and wear to work. But I still find it to be a very beautiful, work-capable fragrance. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with your Uncle Bo. Que Dios me lo bendiga. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.